G'day everyone, welcome to Mr. Apple's World of Gaming. I'm the man they call Apples and I'll be taking you through this beautiful game simulation of the Northern Trans-Pennine train route from Manchester to Leeds in Train Sim World 2020. Welcome back to all my subscribers and to those of you who have viewed my previous videos, including the service along the Long Island Railroad. And of course, welcome to everyone who is new to my channel, as I show you some beautiful recreations of train lines in this fantastic game. If you are new here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button to be notified when future updates come out, and as always, smash that like button in YouTube to help me on my quest to promote my channel to more and more people. 55% of people who view my videos are not subscribed yet, but together we can make that a much better number. In today's video, we will take you on a run through the English countryside, starting at Manchester Victoria Station, stopping at Stourbridge, Huddersfield and Dewsbury, before terminating at Leeds City Station in this 1980s style scenario of the train line. I'll also run you through some of my views of the new Train Sim World 2, which is due to come out on 20th of August 2020. So sit back, relax, and take in some of the incredible views recreated for you by Dovetail Games. Let's dive into it. Alright, let's get this show on the road. So we will unlock the correct one. In fact, we're going to unlock the correct one to begin with. So, alright, so what we are doing here is the Manchester Victoria to Leeds line. So this is the Northern Trans-Pennine Railway. Now, it's a beautiful spring day by the look of things. Have a look at that. It's fantastic. We are using the Class 45 train, as I said in the intro. Now we just need to wait for another 30 seconds for the passengers to load before we can do that. So what this train simulation does, for those of you who haven't joined into my channel before, so this recreates certain train lines around the world. This one is the Northern Trans-Pennine Train Line, so specifically the area that goes from Manchester Victoria Station to Leeds Station. The train that I am using today, the Class 45, is the one that will stop at Stourbridge and then Huddersfield, and then it will go to Dewsbury, and then it will go to Leeds Station, and that's where we will terminus. So we're just going to get this up and running, so we'll just charge the brakes up, make sure they're all good. Very good. And now we can get this lumbering beast on the road. And when I say lumbering beast, this is a lumbering beast. This thing is quite difficult at times to control the speed, especially when you apply the brakes. The brakes start very, very slowly and then really kick in, and then it takes a long time to get back up to speed. So those of you who saw my video previously on the Long Island Railroad, now that train was much, much easier to control. And we'll just take the throttle off for now. Yeah, that train was much, much easier to control because the accelerator and the brake was all on the same component. So this one, there's two separate components that you have to do. That's separated throttle and separated brake. So that makes it a little bit trickier, but it's all part of the challenge, all part of the fun of the game, and it's true to life as well. So as I said in the intro, this is a 1980s recreation of this line. I'm not entirely sure if that also means the stations themselves and the train line itself, if they are true to form from 1980s or if they have been updated now. So if you want to let me know in the comments below, that would be awesome. Let me know if the train stations have been updated from what you can see in these videos. That would be fantastic, because I'm always looking out for those comments. I love responding to people. I will respond to every comment that comes through. I always do, always read them all. Whether or not that comes through on YouTube or on the Facebook or wherever you may catch me. I do prefer them to come through on YouTube, just because that helps the video get me out there. The more comments, the more likes, and the more views on the video, the more people that will be able to see this video come through. And at the end of the day, I'm growing the channel, and that's what I need to do. So if you'd love to help me out, that's the best way to do it. So make sure you view as much of the video as possible, leave a like, and comment on the video with your thoughts on the train line, and also make sure you subscribe to that channel. That would be awesome, guys. Alright, so what we are doing now, we are on our way to the first station, which is Miles Platting. It is a station that we are not stopping at. So this is an express one through to Starbridge. To start off with, just double checking my map. Yes it is, it's Starbridge. Hopefully I am pronouncing that right. My folks do come from England, but they come from, my mum comes from London and my dad comes from Somerset. So we do not come from the north of England. I am looking to do the West Somerset Railway, and of course when Train Sim World 2 comes out on the 20th of August, I'll be straight into that Bakerloo Line, and I'm going to be trying to get a video up of that Bakerloo Line very shortly after it comes out. We'll just slow down here, we've got a bit of a change of tracks as we get into Miles Platting. Yeah, so I'll be getting a video out very shortly after the new game comes out, and then I'll be doing some streams of it as well on twitch.tv/MrApples87. So it'd be fantastic if you could leave a follow for me on that channel, so then when I start getting back into streaming again as of the 20th of August, or when I'm able to after the 20th of August, that would be magnificent, because I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. So the trailer for the Train Sim World 2 has come out. Well, it's been a couple of trailers. The trailer for the Bakerloo Line, so that's one of the busiest lines on the London Underground, and it's recreated that line in full, which is just incredible. It's a 14-mile journey, trying to work that out in my head as to what that would be. That's about 22, 23 kilometres journey. But plenty of stops. There's like stops the whole way along the line, and every single stop is part of the simulation itself. As we go through the station of Miles Platting, as I said, the next one to come up will be Park Station in about 1.5 k's time. And again, we're just going to go straight through that because our first stopping station is Starbridge. One of the other trains that you can use on the Northern Trans-Pennine line, you can stop at all stations, but we are not using that train. We're using the express train just so we can show you the actual line. Now we're making our way into Starbridge station, and we've got a real sharp slowdown here. We've got to get down to 24 kilometres an hour, which we should be able to do with the current braking pattern that I have used. Yeah, there we go. Let's put a little bit more brake on. It'll be a little bit over for a short period of time, but that's fine. Go, and running. Yeah, that's perfect. We'll put the throttle back on so we can get some more speed. Keep that speed quite constant. As I was saying before, this is such a lumbering beast that to try and keep that speed constant, especially at a lower speed, it is pretty difficult. Coming from the Long Island Railway train, which the M3 and the M7 that I was doing previously, that was actually very easy to keep at low speeds. This one, not so much at all. So we'll take the throttle off. We're going uphill, so excuse me, we're going uphill, so we should gradually start to slow down on its own. And I do know from doing this last couple of nights that it has a really sharp braking when you put the full service on, so we're not going to try and go for that. We're going to try and get as close as possible, and we actually might just about nail the time too. As we head into Starbridge, going to put some braking on. Let's get it down. Oh, and it's going to slow down way too early, so let's try and lumber this one forward a bit. There we go. There we go. Very good. And if we press escape, we can just check. 4.99, so it's probably because I'm slightly late, but I reckon I've just about nailed the positioning there. We'll find out at the end. Okay, next station we're passing through here is Marsden Station. Once again, a nice small station that the smaller trains will be able to stop at, and you can do that if you wanted to. There are smaller trains that run this service in this game. Because we're using the big class 45 train, we will pass it straight through that one on our way to Huddersfield. Let's just get a decent view through the trees. There we go. Look at that. Look at that passing through the English countryside. That is just spectacular. And as I said, in the new game, it's going to look even better. And I'm so looking forward to that coming out very, very soon. Alright, so we're slowly making our way into Huddersfield Station. The brakes have been put on. Not a great deal, but just in service so that we can start that slow down process. And we've got 900 metres until we stop. And we need to get to 24 k's an hour just before we stop. So gradually slow down. We won't do anything drastic at this point in time. We're way ahead of schedule. That's crazy. Didn't realise how far ahead of schedule I was there. So we don't have to rush this one at all, which is nice and good. But what that will be is you just stop at the station for 10 minutes or so. So obviously I'm not going to show that in the video, because that would be a very bad way to run a channel, to have 10 minutes of me just sitting there at a station. Here we go, we are making our way into the next station here. So we're not going to show me sitting at the station once we've actually arrived. Put a bit more brake on. There we go. It'll be over the limit there, but that's okay. Let's get throttle going a little bit, just so we can make sure we can still crawl our way. We're going downhill, so we probably don't even need to do that as well. So we are just going to make sure we get to the right stopping point. 170 metres or so to go. So we've got a few passengers here in Huds that we will be picking up. There's a really cool looking station actually that they've got here. Really, really well created. Let me know if this is what it still looks like, or if there have been some improvements to the station. Because as I said, this is a 1980 scenario. I'm not entirely sure whether these stations have actually been upgraded since the game has been made. So, yeah, let me know please. That would be fantastic. Well, 10 metres short. That's not great, but hey, not too bad either. So I'm just outside the train at the moment because we've got a bit of time to waste, and I've just put up the train map on one of the walls here. So as you can see, we've gone through Miles Plating Park, Ashland Line, all the way up there. We are now at Hudd Station. We go through Dayton, Mirfield, and Ravensthorpe. We'll be stopping at Dewsbury, and then through Batley and Morley, and finally at Leeds City. So that's what we've got to go. Okay, our next station that we're passing through here, we're going a little bit faster, gotta say, is, well, it's either Dayton or it's Dighton. So let me know in the comments below if it's actually pronounced Dayton as in 8 or Dighton as in height, because the beauty of the English language, it could be either way, couldn't it? So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you know exactly how you're supposed to pronounce that. Yes, Dighton or Dayton. Alright, we're coming into the station of Mirfield now. So this is the middle one in between Huddersfield and Dewsbury stations, which of course are the bigger stations. So here we go to Mirfield now. So we've got one more to go after this before we get to Dewsbury. And we're coming into Dewsbury station now. So we're going to start to put a bit more brake on. Put a bit more on there. Let's get a slower speed happening as we get into the station. It'll just naturally slow down quite a fair bit now. There we go. That's where it's slowed down to, about 25 k's an hour. Put more brake service on. Let's just get the throttle on a little bit while we get it in time. No, we won't. The next station that we're passing through here is, let me check the map, it is Batley. We're going through Batley Station. Again, another small station that you can do when you do the smaller trains that run along this line. That stop at all stations, but this one does not. So we'll be passing right through. And we pop out of the tunnel here as we go past Morley Station. So this is the last station on our run towards Leeds, which of course is where we are terminating this service for today. Alright, so we're making our slow entrance into the Leeds station. This is a huge station, as you can see. This is our terminus for today's service to finish the Northern Trans-Pennine Line. So thank you so much to everyone for watching this video and for the continued support that I'm getting on my channel. I've had a great start to this. I've been doing this for a couple of months now, and the support that I've been getting has been superb, and the amount of views that I've had on quite a few of these videos, I've just been blown away with. Got a couple of them over the 200 mark and several of them well over the 100 mark now, which is just brilliant. And I'm just hoping to continue to provide some more content for you and continue to provide high quality content, especially with some new games coming out that I'm really looking forward to diving into. Yep, so here we go, making the slow journey into the station. We're crossing a few tracks, hence the reason why we have to go at such a slow speed. So we'll just make sure the throttle just stays on, just so we can continue to go forward. Let's put the horn on. Hi folks, we're coming in. Chucking that horn on high. I was reading somewhere that there is actually a specific way that you're supposed to do the horn. So like high, low, high, low, high, low kind of thing. I'm not sure if that's the actual pattern, but there is a specific pattern that you're supposed to do. But when you just press the space bar, you can only do high. If you go down and do that, there you go, low, high, like that. Now it's just a bit of fun, and like the fact that that kind of thing is added to the game. Yes, make sure if you've watched this through to the end and you watch any of my videos, always leave a like on the video in the YouTube section, and that really helps my channel to grow. It gets this video out to more people, puts the video up higher in people's searches, which is what I need to get it out there. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing to subscribe. It doesn't put you back anything, doesn't get in your way. It helps you to know when I've got these videos coming out, and that's all. Let's brake on. Boom. Absolutely nailed it, I reckon. Let's unlock left. Let's just see whether or not I have to. No, I just have to load the passengers. Fantastic. So we're just going to wait until these passengers are loaded, and that will be the end of this scenario, which is fantastic. I really enjoyed doing this one. This train is just a lumbering beast to control, but it's actually quite a fair bit of fun. It's a hell of a challenge. Much more of a challenge than the Long Island Railroad. That's more of a challenge in the stations that you have to go through, and that changes speeds very regularly. There we go. These passengers are about to be loaded. Let's lock the doors and finish off. Let's see what kind of score we get. Yeah, we got a bronze medal. That's okay. I've got quite a few golds. I've already got a gold on this line before. Bronze medal, that's fine. It's that one right there that cost us, I think. It stopped well before the line, unfortunately. But hey, that's how it goes. Thanks everyone. Please make sure you check out the video that'll be on the screen very shortly. And as always, I'm Mr. Apples. See you later.